Hello, in this video we will be learning how to use Canva to design pins so that you can pin them on Pinterest and drive free blog traffic to your blog. It's really simple, okay? So firstly, you have to sign in an account into Canva, and you can just do it with Gmail. And do note that you do not need to have a Canva business account or a professional account. You can just go for the free service for Canva. Okay, so let's start. Create a design, and you can choose Pinterest graphic. The size of this Pinterest graphic, the default size here in Canva is actually 735 by 1102. I actually like to resize it to 800 by 102. Okay, so you can actually resize it, or let me show you back home. Okay, if you don't want to choose the default Pinterest, you can actually create a design and go to custom dimensions here and just key in the specifications that you want. Okay, so the good thing about the Canva program is actually that you can actually just lift off all the templates that you can find here and just make changes. Okay, so you can just scroll through, search the templates, and choose something that you like. Okay, let's see, how about something simple like this? Okay, so what you can do, you see that these pictures, you can change them, and in fact you can also Google, or rather search for the photos that are available. Let's say I'm actually doing meal planning for lunch boxes for kids. Let's say I'm doing a post on preparing lunch boxes for my kids. So I want to get pictures of a lunch box. This looks nice. Okay, and this crown says as a Canva. Alright, so it says that as a Canva Pro subscriber, which I am, it's free to use. But because I just want to show you that there are absolutely free ones. Look, this one doesn't have crown, so it's totally free, even if you are not a Canva Pro subscriber. Okay, so this one you actually have to pay additional money. This one is free for Canva Pro subscriber. So there are perks of paying for Canva, of course, but you can absolutely use Canva and create beautiful pins and lots of other designs for your blog with the free account. Okay, I really like this one, so I'm just going to go with this. Turn it. Delete. Okay, so when you delete the image, what you get is there's actually a grid, a photo grid on the pin. So when you drag a photo into it, see, it automatically resizes to fit the grid. Okay, that's better than having to resize it on your own. And then you can just click on it and move, click and drag the picture around to frame it the way you want it. Okay, now I don't want this tiny font, so I'm going to delete it. Okay, so this tiny font here is actually grouped with the bigger title over here. So I'm just going to delete element, not the whole group. So this solid blue box, sorry, let me just zoom in. This solid blue box is the one that is highlighted. So when I click on delete, I'm just going to delete element and not the group. Okay, so if I delete group, oops, everything disappears, but don't worry, just go back to this button to undo. So I'm going to delete the element, and here, two groups of fonts, the title and the subtitle. What you can do is ungroup them so you can move them separately. Wait, yep, so you can move them separately. Okay, so right now I want to shift this around, just click and drag it. Okay, and change the color. Okay, so this font over here, yeah. Okay, I'm going to change the color of this. So I just click on the box and change the color. So the Canva Pro account, the good thing is you can actually set your brand colors so that there is some sort of uniformity among all your pins. So if you like them, you can have your brand colors here. So it's really useful. Otherwise, what you can do is just key in the color code and you can find them. But of course, it could be a bit tedious and takes a bit more time. Okay, regardless, let's just choose a color. So it's been shown that hues of pink, red, orange actually do better on Pinterest than pins with blue, green, and yellow hues. Okay, and the best is also have to have white spaces with the words. And do note that it is not ideal to choose some fancy script font, even though they usually look really nice and attractive. But because if you were to make it really small as what you will see on your mobile phone, if I change this to a script font, it could be really hard to see. And the whole idea of having your pins on Pinterest is so that you grab the attention of your readers, or at least the Pinterest users, so that they can click on your Pinterest image and go to your blog to read the article. As you can see, this fancy font, it's really hard to read when it's small. When you zoom it in, yeah, it looks nice and cute, but always be sure to minimize the pin and make sure that it actually looks as good when the pin is small as well. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom in so it's easy for me to... Okay, so let's see. 30 minutes. Okay, let's see. Easy prep lunch box. Let's see. Easy prep lunch box ideas for fussy kids. Okay. Let's say I have a free printable that I'm offering, so I want to highlight it here in the subheading as well with free printable meal plan. Okay, so like I said, I don't like this fancy font. I'm gonna go with something that is simpler and easy to read. Okay, so how about let's try this. Lepo. Yep, this is definitely eye-catching, and you just have to adjust the font size, or you can drag the box around to change the size of the font, and you can also drag it sideways. Okay, and when you click on this, it changes the alignment of the font, so you can play around, get the hang of the different functions. So I want it to be a bit bigger. Okay, actually I think this is fine, so let's keep it this way. And I want this to be bigger. Okay, so that's it really. And what you want to do is also to insert a text for your website. It's good to have some kind of branding so that over time your fans can recognize your pins just by taking a look at your name, your style. So it could be a good thing because it builds uniform branding that attracts your readers. But over time, you might also find that because there are so many of your pins floating around on Pinterest, and they all look so, sorry about that, and they all look so similar, it could make it easier for your familiar readers to just skim through the pins that they are familiar with. So it could also be a good idea to change your style every now and then. Okay, but for new bloggers, I think it's good to have established your personal unique style and good to have a logo. Okay, so let's say this is my logo here. Got it somewhere. Yep. So, okay, since we're here, you click to uploads, and of course you can upload your own image. It's always good to have your own images. Okay, so let's say I have this graphics that I want to use, or photographs that you take on your own. It's good to have unique images on your pins so that Pinterest doesn't get confused with your pin and someone else's pin. So there are many websites that allow you to download free stock images, which are really good because stock images will definitely have the right lighting and it's edited, it looks gorgeous. Usually it's much better than the photos that you take on your iPhone. Of course, if you are a professional photographer, it's great to use your own images. But if it's too much of a time wasted to take studio-like photos and edit them, I would definitely recommend that you look into stock photos, okay? You might want to invest in a membership plan for some stock photos, or you can grab them off Pinterest, or you can, just basically choose different photos and of course use images that are related to your pin, okay? Where was I? Yeah, I wanted to tell you that if you click on this, you choose to upload an image, you can select the image that you want to upload from your computer. I think I already uploaded one here. So yep, just drag and drop and resize. It's really easy, okay? And whoops. So as you can see, because there is actually an image, a photo grid that is here. So when I drag a new image, it might autofill into that image grid, right? But that's not what I want, so I'm just going to undo it. Okay, and delete this. And actually, I like the image, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this again and show you how to choose your own photo grid. Right here under Elements, Grids, there are many different kinds of photo grids. So you can choose single image, double images in different layouts. Okay, I'm just going to choose a simple one here and adjust it. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back to my lunchbox photo here, drag it. Look, so it fits perfectly, it's really beautiful. And move backwards because my logo here is missing. Okay, so that's it. Okay, just extend it so I don't have white spaces. Realign. Okay, and let's say I want my site name to be highlighted. What I can do is I can click on Elements. So there are many different types of elements. You can just search. Let's say I want a rectangular block. Here comes my options. And let's just choose this. And size it. It's really easy to use. It's mostly just a drag and drop. And since this is highlighted, I can change the color. And the color that I just used will be here. So it's the same color, there's some kind of uniformity. If I want to readjust the picture, I can move it a little bit. Adjust the size, move it, okay? So, yep. Now I've got my website name typed in just now, but now this rectangular block is actually blocking it. So I'm going to position and move it backwards. And there you see the site name is here. And I want it to be white. And I can change the font size. And readjust this. And that's it. Voila! Okay. Once again, and you can see that, when you move the objects around, there are the pink lines and grids for you to adjust so that your images can be aligned. And it's always recommended that you zoom in because minor adjustments are easier to be made when you zoom into the pin image. Okay, and then you minimize it to see that whether it looks attractive to you. Okay, just imagine that your pin is in a sea of so many other colorful pins. Will yours be standing out? Easy to read headlines, colorful picture, pink, eye-catching. I think it will pass for now. Okay, so what you do now is I'm gonna save. Oops. I'm gonna save. That's strange. I'm actually okay. Anyway, so what I can do is can publish. I will download and I will choose the PNG and download it. And that's it. So one beautiful pin done in minutes, and of course, the more you do it, the more you're familiar with Canva, the faster you can do your pins, and I would strongly recommend that you do not spend more than 5 minutes on one pin, because you have to be effective. You have to, you probably have to create 2 or 3 pins for one blog post, so time management is really important. Okay, so don't get sucked in all the nitty-gritty of the design. Use the existing templates, make changes to suit your personal style. Okay, I hope this video is useful to you. Thank you very much.